Good evening. Perhaps the most important aspect of this election is the Supreme Court justice. What would you prioritize as the most important aspect of selecting a Supreme Court justice?
We begin with your 2 minutes, Secretary Clinton.
Thank you. Well, you're right. This is one of the most important issues in this election. I want to appoint Supreme Court justices who understand the way the world really works. I want a Supreme Court that will stick with Roe v. Wade and a woman's right to choose, and I want a Supreme Court that will stick with marriage equality. Now, Donald has put forth the names of some people that he would consider, and among the ones that he has suggested are people who would reverse Roe v. Wade and reverse marriage equality. I think that would be a terrible mistake and would take us backwards.
There are things that you only get what the media tells you, or you only get what the media wants you to know. The media only releases what they want you to think or know, all right? 3 of the media networks, and you can name them, CNN is one, MSNBC is one, you can name them. Their executives send out information. Now, Bill O'Reilly has all the information on this. They sent out information and told everybody on staff, if you report anything positive about Donald Trump, you'll be fired. Now, can I just ask you this? How fair is that when the media is supposed to be non-biased and just report? And the answer is they're not biased. Anyone who's watched the news for at least the past 12 years knows that the media is not biased. Number one, they hate, now I'm talking about those 3 groups. They don't like Christians. They don't like evangelicals. The media is definitely going to be biased. It doesn't matter if Huckabee runs. They tried to knock him out. It didn't matter if, when Sarah Palin came, listen, when Sarah Palin came and they found out that Sarah Palin was a spirit-filled Christian, that was the end of it. They nailed her. It didn't matter how, Obama sent a memo out that said, make her look stupid. Now, you want to talk about harassing women? You want to talk about, Obama's email said, make her look stupid, make her look like an idiot. And that's what the media did. The entire Bush family, who claim to be Republican, that say they're going to vote for Hillary. The reason they are is they have been very, very close friends for, I'm talking for a long, long time. I'm not surprised at that. But when I hear other people who have supposed to have this platform say that they're not going to vote for Trump because of this, this, and this, and really, I know from a man, I have a friend, and I can't say too much, he'll lose his job, who works in a place in D.C., and he said the Republicans are running afraid of Trump because they're afraid he's going to come in and see, well, this is corrupt, this is corrupt, this is corrupt, and he's going to change things. And they have it made. They have it made. I will tell you this from the inside. Now, you can come on here and fuss all you want to. I know the facts, and I'm not going by the media. Trump is a believer who is a baby Christian, just like Paul talked about the milk of the word. And he is surrounded. I'm just making a statement. So he's an infant Christian, but here's the thing. He has surrounded himself with a lot of evangelical pastors. I know several of them. And he sits in a room and he listens to what they say. Do you promise us that you'll get conservative, pro-constitutional judges? Absolutely. Do you promise us? And he told them, he said, if Hillary gets in, there's no telling what will happen with laws passed against Christians. I will never let it happen. So that is that side of it that you don't see on the news. Okay. Now, I do realize a lot of people have said, well, you know what? Both of them are bad. Both candidates are bad. So I'm not voting for either one. I want to encourage you not to do that. Let me just say this. If the evangelicals who normally vote don't show up, we're going to have Ahab's wife in the White House. Okay. If that's what you want, that's fine. That's up to you. Just don't come complaining the next 4 years, okay? This is the most divided country I've ever seen. This is the most divided election I've ever seen. And I'm not on here, so you'll know, trying to endorse one or the other. You probably know who I'm going to vote for, just based on what I believe. But that's between me and my family, okay? So I don't get up and try to tell you what to do or who to vote for. Here's what I want and I remember those days. But Nixon basically gets impeached and kicked out of office over a break-in, and Hillary Clinton erased 33,000 emails and had classified information on a public server, which is federally illegal, and nobody says nothing. Are you kidding me? I have a girl that works for me who worked classified. Steam is coming off her ears. She said, I would have been arrested and handcuffed the moment they found out I sent one classified email through another server. And she says 6 people are in prison right now for doing the same thing. So when Trump talked about you'd be in jail, oh my God, oh, he's crazy, he's a dictator. No, he's saying what should have happened to her because it is federally illegal. It is a treason charge, guys. It is a treason charge. When you take emails that are classified and put them on a server that's not secure, that can be hacked. You got people's lives in danger. Well, she says in the debate, well, to our knowledge, no one was in danger, nothing happened. That ain't the point, stupid. The point is you did something. Listen, don't pay your taxes and see what happens. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. The IRS is going to come down on you. And so what are we at the debate? Because one of the moderators who is supposed to be moderating starts telling Trump, she's channeling Hillary. She's channeling the spirit of Hillary. It's the craziest thing ever. So my wife and I agree. I'll be glad when this whole thing is over. Okay. But
the church prays, give us revival. The church prays, God raise up people. I'm about to lay it on you right here. So God brings us people, whether they be a man or a woman, who are Christian, character, and some are filled with the Spirit, and Christians won't even vote them in.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. And that's truly the wonderful thing about God for me, because he was always there through the most difficult times in my life. And that made a lot more difference than where I was born or what color I was or anything else. It superseded all of those things and always gave me a reference point.
Now, one of the things that I have learned about Hillary Clinton is that one of her heroes, her mentors, was Saul Alinsky. And her senior thesis was about Saul Alinsky. This was someone that she greatly admired and that affected all of her philosophies subsequently. Now, interestingly enough, let me tell you something about Saul Alinsky. He wrote a book called Rules for Radicals. On the dedication page, it acknowledges Lucifer, the original radical who gained his own kingdom. Now think about that. This is a nation where our founding document, the Declaration of Independence, talks about certain inalienable rights that come from our Creator. This is a nation where our Pledge of Allegiance says we are one nation under God. This is a nation. This is a nation where every coin in our pocket and every bill in our wallet says, in God we trust. So are we willing to elect someone as president who has as their role model somebody who acknowledges Lucifer? Think about that. The secular progressive agenda is antithetical to the principles of the founding of this nation. And if we continue to allow them to take God out of our lives, God will remove himself from us. We will not be blessed, and our nation will go down the tubes.
No, you're praying for revival. Oh, God, help the country. Oh, God, bring revival. God, raise up people. And right in front of your face, in communities, cities, towns, and in the country, are people who really, really love God, really, really read their Bible, really pray every day, and we'll turn around and put a baby killer in.
It says, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heavens and forgive their sins and heal their land. He's waiting for us.